So, question number 22. If integration log 2 to a e raised to x upon under root e raised to x minus 1 dx is equal to 2, then a is what? We have to find out the value of a. Right? So, now you know one thing. Integration f dash x upon root fx dx is equal to, that is, derivative of the denominator is in numerator, then answer is log mode. But if denominator is in root, then answer is 2 root fx. So answer is 2 root fx plus c. Now see here, what is given? Derivative of the e raised to x minus 1 is e raised to x, and 1 is constant 0, so e is in numerator. So derivative of denominator is in numerator, then answer is 2 root fx, because denominator is in root. So answer is 2 root fx is e raised to x minus 1, and this is definite integration, so you have to put limit. So log 2 to a is equal to, given that answer is 2, so answer of this is 2. So this is your answer. Now 2 is constant, so these two will be cut. So substituting upper limit first, e raised to a minus 1 square root of e raised to a minus 1, right, minus lower limit under root e raised to log 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. This is your answer, because these two and these two will be cut. Now you know e raised to log 2, answer is 2, right, because e raised to log x base e, answer is x, that you know. Okay, so now answer of this is x, so answer of this is 2. So this will be under root e raised to a minus 1 minus, this is 2, so square root of 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Now 2 minus 1 is 1, this is minus 1, goes to right hand side, becomes, this is 2. So this implies square root of e raised to a minus 1 is equal to 2. So squaring both sides, what we get here? E raised to a minus 1 is equal to 4. So this implies e raised to a is equal to 5. And changing this exponential function into a logarithmic function, you will get your a, that is a is equal to log 5 base e. A is equal to log 5 base e, because we are applying this a raised to x is equal to y, then x is equal to log y base a, then x is equal to log y base a. So a is equal to log 5 base e, that is log 5 base e, that is option A is your correct answer. So for this your answer is option A, right. Now next question, if 0 to root 2 under root 2 minus x square dx, so this is the formula for root a square minus x square, simple, you have to apply formula. So answer is x by 2, that is x by 2, that is x by 2, right, under root a square minus x square, that is a square minus x square is 2 minus x square as it is, so 2 minus x square as it is, right, minus, sorry, a is plus, so plus a square by 2, that is 2 by 2, so this is 2 by 2 into sine inverse x upon a, that is x upon root 2, and limit is from 0 to root 2, limit is from 0 to root 2. This is your answer, right. Now substituting upper limit, root 2 is 2, so 2 minus 2 0, and this is 2 by 2 is 1, so sine inverse, this is sine inverse root 2 upon root 2, that is 1, and minus, if we substitute x equal to 0, this is 0, sine 0 is also 0, so this is 0, so this is 0 answer, and sine inverse 1 is pi by 2, that means option D is your correct answer. So for this your answer is option number D, right. Then area of the region bounded by the rays mod x plus y is equal to 1, right. So mod x, you know mod x means plus or minus x, so this mod x plus y is equal to 1, This implies mod x is plus or minus x plus y is equal to 1. This is the given equation. Now, if we draw a graph of this, x plus y is equal to 1, right? I am taking plus value. Then graph of x plus y is equal to 1 is like this, right? So this is the line x plus y is equal to 1. This you know, if this is origin, this is x axis, this is y axis, sorry, this is x dash axis and this is y dash axis. Then this is a graph of x line x plus y is equal to 1 because this line intersect y axis, x axis, that is y equal to 0. If we take y equal to 0, then x is equal to 1. So this point is 1, 0 and similarly this point is 0, 1. Now if we take minus, then graph of minus x plus y is equal to 1 line is this one. So this is minus x plus y is equal to 1 line. This is minus x plus y is equal to 1 line, and this line also intersect here point in minus 1, 0. So we have to find out the area bounded by these two curves, and x axis is this one. So what we can do? We have to find out. So we did this. We have to find out this area of triangle. So 2 times this area of the triangle. So A is equal to 2 times. Now area of the triangle is half. Base is 1 and altitude is also 1. So 1 into 1, that is 1. So your required area is option C. That is option C is your correct answer. So option C is the correct answer. Next, the area bounded by the curves x is equal to ay square and y is equal to x square. So it is given here x is equal to ay square and y is equal to ax square. So this implies y square is equal to 1 upon ax, and here x square is equal to 1 upon ay. Right. So comparing these curves with y square is equal to 4ax, but here is also a given, so I am writing a capital A here, and x square is equal to 4by because ba is also here. So 4a is equal to 1 upon a. What do we get? 4a is equal to 1 upon a. So this implies a is equal to 1 upon 4a. So similarly b is equal to 1 upon 4a. So b is also 1 upon 4a. And you know that area between curve y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4by is 16 by 3. So area is 16 by 3 AB. That is the area. Area is 16 by 3 AB. So instead of A and B, here is capital AB. So we are taking capital A and capital B. Right? So area covered by curve, two parabolas, one of x-axis and one of y-axis. Between these two parabola is 16 by 3 AB. Right? So now what is it? 1 upon 4a. B 1 upon 4b. So substituting this value, and also area is given 1 unit. So a is equal to 1, 16 by 3, 1 upon 4a, 1 upon 4b. So this 4 cancel. So what we get? But a and b are same here, right? A and b are same here. So we have to write a here. That is a square is equal to 1 upon 3. So a square is equal to 1 upon 3. So a is equal to plus or minus 1 upon root 3. A is equal to plus or minus 1 upon root 3. But we have to find out the area, and area is always for this positive, and here we need condition a greater than 0. So answer is option C is the condition of proper answer. So your answer is option number C. Right? Now question number 26. The solution of the differential equation twice x dy by dx minus y equal to 0, y1 equal to 2 represents. Right? That means we have to find the PI, particular solution. So here it is given twice x dy by dx minus y equal to 0 and y1 is equal to 2. This is given. y1 is equal to 2. This is given. Now, if we take y to right hand side, this equation becomes twice x divided by dx is equal to y. So this implies 2 divided by y is equal to dx by x. So this is variable separable form. So if this is variable separable form, then we have to integrate this. So integrating this, what we get? Derivative denominator is in numerator. So answer is 2 times log mod y is equal to log mod x plus log mod c. Now applying logarithmic functions rule, that is log x raised to n power rule, that is this is becomes log y square is equal to this is log cx. So this implies y square is equal to cx. Y square is equal to cx. Now no need to find out the value of c because it already represents a parabola. Now but it is given y1 is equal to 2, right? So this is equation number 1. Now y1 is equal to 2, right? So if we take x is equal to 1, then y is equal to 2. That is 4 is equal to c. So substituting c here, we get y square is equal to 4x. So this is a parabola, and that means this equation represents a parabola. That is option B is your correct answer. So option B is correct answer, right? Then 27. Particular solution. Again, you have to find out particular, that is pi, same as this of equation. So equation given is different equation. This is e raised to dy by dx is equal to x, and for particular answer y1 is equal to 3, and also you have to take x is greater than 0. Now this is exponential function form, so we have to convert into log form. So this is dy by dx is equal to log x, right? So this implies dy is equal to log x into dx. So this is variable separable form. So integrate this, what we get? This implies y is equal to, now you know that the integration of log x is x into log x minus 1. So this is x into log x minus 1. Either you can write like this, x log x minus x plus c, right? So I am writing x log x minus x because I need this, x log x minus x plus c, right? Now again y1 equal to 3 given, so y1 is equal to 3, right? This is equation number 1. So that means x is equal to 1, then y equal to 3. So y equal to 3, that is 3. X is equal to 1, 1 log 1, that is 0. So everything is 0. Minus 1 plus c. So this implies c is equal to 4. So this implies c is equal to 4. And substituting c equal to 4 here, what we get? That y is equal to x log x minus x plus 4. This is your y. X log x minus x plus 4. That is your correct answer is x log x minus x plus 4. So your option B, right? So option B is your correct answer. Remember one thing, if you get the original question paper of this Kuchket paper, then there is a printing error in this option because there is no x here, right? So x log x, right, minus x plus 4 is your correct answer. So we need x here, so that is there was a printing error. And the last example of differential equation is the population of a city increasing at the rate of 3% per year. The population of a city increases at the 3% per year. If at time t the population of the city is p, so at time t population of the city is p, so increasing in the population is dp by dt is equal to 3% of p, is equal to 3% of p, that is 3p by 100. So dp by dt is equal to 3p by 100. So changing this into a variable separable form, dp upon p. So dp upon p is equal to 3 by 100 dt. 3 by 100 dt. So this is your variable separable form. Integrating this, what we get? Log of mod p is equal to 3 by 100. Log of mod p is equal to 3 by 100 into t plus, I am putting log c as an arbitrary constant. So plus log c. Now what we have to do? Then find the equation of p in time t. So equation of p in time t we have to find out. Right? Now this is log p into log c. This is log c, sorry. So if we take log c to left hand side, it becomes minus log c, and log a minus log b is log a upon b. So what we get here? Log p upon c is equal to 3 by 100 into t. This we get. We have to find out function of p in time t, right? That is p by c is equal to e raised to 3 by 100 into t. That is p is equal to c into e raised to 3 by 100 t. P is equal to c into e raised to 3 by 100 t. So c into, that is option C has only c, otherwise no option has c. So your option C is the correct answer. So what is option C is your correct answer, right?